Hi everyone, my name is Amador and this is one of the first videos I'm making. I wanted to show some stuff that I have in my Etsy shop that maybe are a little detailed and might need more than about 4 pictures to actually show. I was encouraged by somebody here on YouTube and you guys are really awesome. I just want to let everybody know that I'm super inspired by everybody. You guys are awesome. My mouth just drops in awe of all of your guys' cool videos and projects and whatnot. Hopefully mine are half decent and hope you guys like them. This one is actually, oh, and by the way, just a special person said, just encouraged me quite a bit. They found one of my items on Etsy and she was super nice. She's super popular here on YouTube. Mama Tiffy, I hope you're listening and thank you so much. I'm still chicken to make these videos. Anyhow, so this is a mini album that I made with the Graphic 45 All Curiosities shop line. It is made with the Stack the Deck binding. I completely forgot, I just drawn a blank of who made it. And with this charm right here, and with this hand-dyed seam binding. All of my seam binding I get in cream or eggshell, and I like to dye myself. So this one has quite a bit of little gears and some crystals, a little crown, this crystal right here, some pearls, here is a key, a little wolf, all kinds of things, some of these prima stones, little bells, and these little dangly pearls and crystals right there. So this is, the covers are made out of medium weight chipboard and all the other pages are black cardstock. It's all black and I put quite a bit of crystal accents on all of these little details, and this actually has a cool little door that opens up and reveals. This is actually one of those vintage bag prints. I just felt it went great with the line, the cutouts, and these are the bottles, the apothecary jars that are in one of the paper lines. So, and it holds a little magnet right there. Cut out these little hinges made out of I think this is grunge board or grunge paper. So now the first page, it has the Tim Holtz clock and some of these. I made a bunch of these flowers from the paper line, from the vintage bags, book paper. I think this is a Tim Holtz floral die, and some of the little cutouts from the other pages. This has 5x6 and 5x7 and 4x6 photo mats. Are pretty big, and each one of them has at least 2 or 1 or 2, and maybe a little cut with these. This is a print of a vintage postcard with the journaling lines there. So, and I just wanted to say some of these pages were inspired by some of the people on YouTube. Thank you so much for all of your inspiration. You guys are all super awesome. This one is, I used quite a bit of that floral trim, got carried away. Vintaged it a little bit with, I think it was frayed burlap that I put some water on there and got that to have that nice little vintagey cream color. And little pocket is punched out with a Monto Stewart punch, and this is one of the paper lines. Here are the photo mats. This one has 2 4x6 photo mats and one of these little journaling spots. And the neat thing with the photo mats is you can either have them with the picture this way or horizontally or vertically. So, and it's pretty heavy too. This pocket was actually inspired by one of fellow YouTubers. I saw it and I thought it was super awesome, with the 2 pockets here for the photo mats and some of these little tags also with all of my seam binding I like to dye. I think it's fun, even though it makes a big old mess. Here is a little photo mat with space for 3 photos and some journaling spots there. So if I can get it all back together, and with one of the cutouts from the paper collection. So here I also made a little corner pocket with one of these. I actually made this flower with one of the Spellbinder dies. Bit of crystal accents on some of these little details right here. These are the photo mats, 4x6 and 5x7. There's actually a neat little library pocket I made here out of craft paper, and little journaling spots, one of the cutouts with a journaling spot from the paper collection. I totally squashed that butterfly. This little fan was actually punched on the border and made with one of those vintage paper bags. Here are the photo mats for this. This is actually not from the Graphic 45. This is from an old 7 Gypsies paper line that I happened to find in my stash. One of the cutouts. I actually used the 8x8 paper for the backgrounds of each one of these pages. And here are some more of those book paper and vintage bag flowers. Some of them have these little metal, Tim Holtz metal centers and some pearl centers. This is the Tim Holtz film strip die. I actually die cut it, and then I smeared some of the stays on ink so it gives more of that detail. And here are some journaling cards with the postcard in the front, some more little journaling spot. This is with the Tim Holtz file folder on the edge die. Once again, these are from papers from that 7 Gypsies line, and I love these butterflies. I actually put some crystal accents on a few of the random butterflies. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up. There we go. And cut these pockets. Like I said, some of these pockets were inspired by YouTubers, and thank you so much. I'm so nervous that I completely am drawing a blank on who you guys are. I thank you guys, and I apologize. It's embarrassing. Here is some... This is the center pages of the mini album. It has a little clock here. I punched a hole so I could hang my charm from there, and I used the paper lines and I cut them out here, and I stacked quite a bit of the cutouts that I used crystal accents on, and just throughout the entire bottom to hold use them as the pockets. And in the back here, this is actually cream cardstock, and I stamped they come with the cling stamps, and I actually stamped the background with some of the bottles that it comes with, and where you have the bottle and the label separate. So a little bit of the Tim Holtz film strip die cut here. So they're all stacked, and it's pretty chunky, and it has the photo mats that go on here with all of the paper line with this tag as well. This page has I used some of the cutouts from the paper line. This is actually from that 7 Gypsies paper line. I just felt that the colors went really well. Here's some more of the film strip. This one I actually used I think is the brown stays on. Some crystal accents on the little bird cage and some of these little items. Here's another little one of those flowers with the metal center, and that serves as the pocket for the 2 photo mats. Another one of these little tags. This one is acetate pocket with a die cut of the Tim Holtz birdcage on one of the paper lines. I have this cute little lock charm on here with this is from the page of the flying pigs, excuse me. Use one of the Tim Holtz dies for the hinge. Sorry about that. With some, I think that was some Robin Buff. Some of the pigs got away here. And it has the 5x7 photo mat, another 4x6, and one of these postcard journaling cards. So here is another one of these prints. I think this came from the ledger section. And I used one of my spellbinders to make this pocket, some little butterflies throughout these flowers that I made. I actually sat down and made a bunch of these flowers one day. And my fingers hurt afterwards. So this one has 2 of these smaller photo mats. Just go right there with another one of these postcards. Here is another one of the pockets. I just used one of the trims from some of it that I had left over. The photo mats right there with another one of these little cutouts, which I use as a journaling spot. This one has another one of those handmade flowers, little key cutout and little butterfly. The butterflies are very beautiful in this collection. Here is another spellbinder I used to make this pocket, the background paper, more of these photo mats, and a postcard. This I actually got inspiration from one of the other videos as well, where one of the crafters actually made a little file folder in the back to hold your spare photos or the photos you haven't posted yet. Use a little bit of rub and buff on these die cuts right here. They're all chipboard, and This is the back. I like to keep the back nice and flat so you can either lay down or hopefully able to stand up. So that is this huge mini album. It's pretty heavy. I hope you guys like it, and once again, thank you for everybody who inspires all the rest of us to get creative, and to everybody out there that encourages us. So thank you. I'll put a link to my Etsy, and thanks again. Bye.